you need to prove them wrong. You need to shut them up. They doubted you, and you need to prove that you are better than what they think of you. Are you serious? You think I'm really going to say that? No, that's pretty corny in my opinion. I think a lot of people get on here and say, oh, you need to prove them wrong. Be in the gym, make them regret it, make them do this. Like, I think that's lame. I think it's BS, honestly, because think of every time you try to prove someone wrong, or you try to get back at someone who wronged you, or you're like, you know what? They don't think I could do it, so I'm gonna do it. Go ahead and count. You probably can't because it's a fat number, which is true. But the issue with that is, did you accomplish it? Maybe. Did you feel as fulfilled? Probably not. Yes, it's cool in the moment if you do actually accomplish it, but most times, most people, or at least me, from my personal experience, I've never accomplished anything or sustained real change when I'm like, I'm gonna prove them wrong. They don't believe in me. Sure, my competitive drive and my ego kicks in, so I'm really like about it at first, but then the momentum dies and old habits start creeping back in because I'm not actually changing for myself. I think real change has to come from a place in here on the inside. Like, you have to change for you. You have to accomplish something for you. Like, most people love football and basketball. What do I look like being like, oh, I'm gonna be the number one NFL player, the number one NBA player? That was literally one of my goals when I was younger, but it was just because people used to say certain things about my athletic ability, and then that's when the ego and drive kicked in, and I got good enough, but I hated it. I wasted like 2 or 3 summers for football and wasted 1 summer for basketball. However, back in COVID, I actually did pick up basketball, and it was really fun. I did get pretty good pretty fast, but that's because it was the only thing I was doing every day. But it was competitive, and of course I didn't stick with it because it's not something I really wanted to do. Like, that wasn't a goal. So I think you need to pick a goal that is near and dear to your heart, not because Sally Sue says you can't sing, so now you're gonna prove to her that you're the number one singer, which is something I would do. I don't know if normal people or other people would do that, but definitely something I would do. Hold on. Sorry, had a guess there. Anyway, it's definitely something I would do. However, you know, I think that when you try to make something about other people, you're not going to sustain it. Like, if a girl rejected you, you're going to be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go to the gym, revenge body. How many people actually do that? They say it all the time, but how many people actually sustain in the gym? I think if you want to accomplish something, you definitely have to dig down and actually be like, you know what? I want this for me. And you have to tie your goal or your dream or anything that you're trying to prove to other people in to yourself so that you could connect it. Because once you accomplish it, you ain't going to be chasing for validation or looking for it anywhere. You're going to be really happy that you actually accomplished it for you. And also, you're going to actually enjoy the journey and not the destination, which everybody who's accomplished something great always says the journey is a lot funner than the destination. And I have to say, for myself specifically, when I first started posting content every day, of course, it was definitely for certain reasons and or validation. But as I started like actually trying to make an impact for others and or help anybody who either was down here, I mean, I'm, only 1 or 2 steps ahead maybe of someone, but once I actually was like, you know what, I want to do it for this reason, and also I want to make a mockumentary. I don't want a TV series, which it is a TV series, but I want to make a mockumentary, which is a part of this journey. And like, I've actually been enjoying this portion and period of my life because I kind of stopped doing it or trying to change for anybody's approval or just because people might have this perception of me. I think it's very important that everyone accomplishes something or do it for them and not for praise and or approval of others, or just because people said, oh, you can't do it. Like, you know how corny it is to be like, oh, I'm gonna prove them wrong. Like in my head, I'm like, now I'm your slave because I'm working for you. Like, sure, I'm accomplishing a goal or chasing some monetary value or status, but it's like I'm doing it at your expense. So now you have real estate in my head. Like, that's kind of stupid. But I mean, we all go through it. So the message of the day is, make sure if you want to change or if you want to accomplish anything, do it for you, not anybody else, because that's where true happiness, true bliss, in my opinion, will come from. You enjoy the journey and not the destination. And also that's where real change is starting to happen, because you know you want to change as a person for you and not for anybody else. So that's it. Thank you.